Hey guys, what's up? Nick here once again, and today we're doing a full video review for the TH80X mechanical keyboard made by EPOMAKER. So let's get right into it. I want to start out this video saying that EPOMAKER did send me this review unit to test out for you guys for this video. However, they did not pay me for this video, so everything you're going to be hearing is my own words, and I'm not going to be treating this any different than if I were to buy this with my own money. They also did send me a wrist rest, which is pretty cool as well, and I will get to that in a minute, but I just wanted to give that quick disclaimer out of the way before we get into the review. So let's get right into it. When first unboxing the TH80X, it was nothing special of an experience. The box is pretty plain Jane, but it gives you all the typical information that you need to know about your new mechanical keyboard. It comes with a keycap puller and switch removal tool and a braided USB-C cable. Like I stated, they also did send me this really cool pink honeycomb wrist rest. It's very comfortable, it's flexible, and it fits the design of this keyboard perfectly. This is a 79 key layout of a 75% size. The TH80X strikes the perfect balance between functionality and compactness, in my opinion. I think it's a little bit larger than a 65% in terms of its footprint, but they were able to shrink it down to not take up too much space on your mouse pad, which I really like. Because if you see it compared here between a full-size keyboard, it really is small. And then even comparing it to the 65% here, it still doesn't seem like it's that much larger, maybe a centimeter taller, centimeter wider, but other than that, it's a perfect footprint in my opinion. On top of that, it's also not super light, so it doesn't feel chintzy, but it's also not extremely heavy either to weigh it down or not be portable enough for it to bring it on the go. It's a very compact layout without feeling too cramped. It honestly feels really good to type with, and I don't really have any complaints with the layout of the keys. It also has a big volume knob that you can see on the upper right corner here for very easy use, and it feels amazing to rotate, and it has a very satisfying tactile click, and you can go into the settings to change up what this does. You can use it for volume, for scrolling, you name it. It's a very nice volume knob. I have no complaints there. Going to the back side, it does have two sets of feet for two different angles, which is for a much better typing experience, which is awesome to see. I've made complaints on other keyboards on this channel about not having options for different height adjustments, and it's good to see that EPOMAKER at least gives the user 2 to 3 separate adjustments here, which you just don't see very often, and I love to see that. I also love the light blue color of the case, and it's got some really cool cutouts around the USB-C port and the on-off switch. You can really tell it's just a very premium design. There's a lot of nice attention to details going around it that you don't usually see for this price point. It just overall feels very premium for a $100 mechanical keyboard, which honestly in today's market of a hot swappable mechanical keyboard, that is a steal. The newest feature for the TH80X is to create and display custom animations, logos, or even your favorite images on the built-in LCD display. Thankfully, the included EPOMAKER software is easy to understand, so you can set custom macros, media key options, change up your RGB colors and effects to your heart's content, as well as add images to the LCD display to make it your own custom look. My main issue is that you cannot bring back the information, like how much battery life is remaining, if you're connected via Bluetooth or USB, and anything of the sort on the LCD display if you do end up putting your own custom images in place. I feel like this is a major oversight because by default, it does give you some useful information, like I stated before, with the remaining battery life and stuff like that, including caps lock. You know, it's cool having that on a little display right on the keyboard ready to go. So it's a bummer that if you do want to put your own custom image, it takes that away. I don't know why that is. Also, the LCD display honestly is not the highest quality. If you shift the angle of the screen, the images become washed out and kind of hard to read at times. But for the most part, it does get the job done, and it's a nice and fun little gimmick. It is pretty to look at, and it might turn some heads if you want to show it to your friends, and of course, you can change it at any time you want to a GIF or a regular image as shown here. I also like that in the software, they do have a sharing section, so you can share your own custom images and GIFs with other people within the EPOMAKER community. This is super cool to see. It adds a little bit more of like a social media aspect to the keyboard as well. And again, I do think of it more as a gimmick, but it is fun to see, and I hope that this just continues to grow and expand, and in the future we get more features with these LCD displays built into the keyboard. Under the hood is an iron plate, a gasket mount design with a silicone layer, and a bottom case foam pad to achieve a soft and smooth typing experience. It comes with double shot ABS keycaps, but I ended up swapping them out for my own shine through keycaps because honestly I just couldn't see the keys that well when it came to nighttime. And even though the keycaps that came with it are very high quality and look really nice, and I truly do love the design of them, it is a shame that I had to swap them out because I just couldn't type with them whenever the sun went down. The Rgb is bright and beautiful with their south-facing LED placement, and I have no complaints with it whatsoever. You can pick from 3 choices of switches from their website, which is Gateron Black, Gateron Yellow, or the Flamingo switches, which is the one I have here, and yes, they are hot swappable. And with that, let's jump into a quick little sound test so you can see what it sounds like straight out of the box with no modifications. After testing these out, I decided to swap the Flamingo switches out for my box Deep Sea Islet silent switches because they are a much smoother and, in my opinion, a quieter experience. Just listen for yourself. With the gasket structure design, the feel of typing honestly is greatly improved. Noise is reduced and stability is great. Typing is honestly a dream on this keyboard, which is usually rare for me to say when it comes to gaming focused keyboards. It has a built-in 8000 mAh battery, which will last for weeks, if not months, on a single charge, which is really cool to see. And because of that, it does have Bluetooth 5.0 built in, as well as you can use 2.4 GHz wireless USB dongle that is built into the back, and it has a polling rate of up to 1000 Hz with a 2.4 GHz USB connection. If you are to use it by the wired mode, which is the one I use primarily for this video, macros can be programmed to be a better fit for your typing habits, as well as the modes that can be easily switched by just using the function key and hitting 3 for Bluetooth, 4 for 2.4 GHz mode, or 5 for USB wired. One major issue I do have with the design is the USB-C port is in a very odd position. So coiled cables just don't look too good or work well at all with this keyboard, which is sad because I love my coiled cables. And you can see here, it just looks really weird. It's too high off the ground, so the coil cable is angling down to the desk. And also it's on the far right, when normally you have it on the far left or in the middle. So this is a very unique design choice. Don't necessarily know why they went with this way, but it is what it is. In the end, even with its shortcomings, the TH80X is an absolute dream, not only to type on, but to play games with. It works wonderful for competitive gaming with its small form factor for extra mouse pad space, and its fast actuation speeds, which are, by the way, completely customizable within the software. This keyboard has become my favorite gaming keyboard that I have ever used, and it will continue to be my main board for a very long time to come. So that has been my full video review on the TH80X by EPOMAKER. Again, I wanted to give a huge shout out to EPOMAKER for sending me this review unit for you guys. Again, I was not paid for this video, and the link below for their website is not an affiliate link whatsoever. It's just, hey, if you want to go check it out, go buy it for yourself. Let me know how you like it. So with that, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, share, support. As always, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. We'll hopefully see you in the next one. Peace out.